Hey guys, welcome to my channel btech Career Guide. So in this video, let us continue with our Python playlist. So once you go to our playlist in btech Career Guide page, you'll be finding the around I think I've released 6 videos. Okay, it's no I know it's long back. I've released the problem set from 11 to 15. So let's make it a consistency by releasing the videos. Okay, I'll be doing continuous videos from today onwards. Okay, so today let us discuss about this list concept in python. So I'll be explaining various methods in list, okay, how we need to use, and we'll be solving few problems on the list. Basically you'll be finding that problems when you solve this DSA kind of programming rounds. Okay, so we'll be going through each and everything in detail. Don't worry. In case if you didn't watch these videos previously, just go ahead, watch them, solve the problems, and then come and watch this playlist on watch this video which is on list. Okay, so I'm planning my course in a different manner. So I will explaining one data structure first. Okay, then later I will be solving one of the important concepts later, and then I will be taking up another data structure, and I will be explaining what are the methods and what are the problems that were asked previously from different companies, so and so. Okay, this is how I'm planning. So entirely the playlist will be on problem solving itself. Okay, so but I need to introduce you the concept. This is not entirely for your college preparation. Okay, for semester and everything, this course doesn't suit you. This only suits you only to prepare competitively. Okay, how you need to write the logic and stuff. Okay, so for later do, let's dive into our today concept called list. Let me keep a ding a list in python. Okay, let me go with excel size and then use nice font, little one. Okay, list in python. So what's the list in python? List is a collection of elements, which is a collection of ordered elements. Okay, and it can be various things. It can be numbers, it can be strings, or it can be list of list also. Okay, so let me make a note here. Ordered. Okay, it can be numbers as elements or strings as elements, or sometimes list can be also a list as element. Okay, and one more thing is like lists are mutable. This is one of the interview question, guys. So does list is a mutable or not? Yes, it is mutable. We can add, we can remove, and we can append the data. Okay, so list is a mutable object. We can call it as an object. So list is mutable, guys. We can adding that, we can add the remove, or we can change the things. Okay, so now, so let's dive into the different methods in the list. Okay, let me give you some example things, Kyle. Okay, so let me do. So this is the, for example, consider this as a list, and you'll be having like 1 2 3 and 4. So let me give the numbers. Okay, ta-da. Where is the cursor? Let me move this aside. Okay, let me use this only. One, and then this is two, and then this is three, and then this is four, and then this is five. So this is a list call a. Consider this is a list a. Okay, so don't worry about my handwriting, I'm using my mouse. Okay, consider this is a list of a, and which has the numbers from 1 to 5. So now what we need to do is like, which is a collection of different elements. It can be numbers, strings, and list of list also. So for time being, I will be using my online editor so that you will be familiarizing what is what, etc. Okay, so basically we'll be defining list in square brackets. So this is a symbol notation. Okay, let me write here also the symbol notation is a square brackets, open and square brackets. This is a notation for list. Okay, don't worry, I will just remove. Now let us see, let us define a list. Okay, so I have told list is nothing but list. List is an object, so I'm using underscore. It can be numbers, and then it can be strings, run a b c d e f. Okay, it can be strings, and it can be list of list also. Okay, which means list. Oh, let me define, this is list one, and then this is list 2. Okay, this can be list of list, which means like list 1 comma list 2. Okay, so if you print this data, so print of list 1, print of list 2, and then print of list, let me define it as 3. Okay, ta-dun, ta-dun, ta-dun. So if I click on run this, so as I told you, it is a list of numbers, it's a list of strings, and it's a list of list also. You'll be finding lot of list. Okay, it can be list of list. So basically everything works. So if you want to get the type of this, taran, taran, type of, and then close the bracket here, type of, and close the bracket here, and this is type of, close the bracket here. So what will the answer will be? Answer will be this belongs to a list class. Okay, so the list which we enclose, the data which we enclose in the square brackets is list, belongs to a list class. Okay, now what we'll be doing, like, let us find the what are the methods involved in the list. So for that we need to write print of dir of list. If you click on enter, I think I need to close. Ta-da. Sorry, sorry. Let me comment all this and then just run this line. I'm getting the directory of list. So if I click the directory of list, here you can see there are different magic functions: add class, get item, number, contains, delete attribute, delete item. So there are different attributes, or not attributes. There are different magic functions or dungeon functions. We'll be calling them. We'll be not looking at these functions. I'll be explaining what are they when we deal into this object-oriented programming. So once I start this classes and object, I'll be getting everything in detail. So I will discuss what is add magic function, delete attribute function, delete item function, magic function. Okay. So for time being, we are focusing mostly on getting this methods. Okay. So this append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. So now these are the function which we'll be focusing in this video. Okay. So let me copy. Okay. I didn't die. Let me get this append, copy. So we have copied some methods from there and let us paste it here. Okay, so we have pasted here, which is append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, pop, remove, reverse, sort. So these are the different methods that we use, that we perform on a list to alter them or to manipulate them list, to manipulate the list. Okay, so now once we go to our compiler, interpreter. So now let's just take a list. Let's just see the first function, which is an append function. Okay, so now what this append function will be doing is, like, we will be adding the data to the pre-existing list. Okay, so append function, it will be it will be adding data or elements to the existing list. Don't worry about the spellings, I'm very bad at spellings. Okay, so in case if I commit mistake, just neglect. You know, you are good at English, right? So let us see. So let me take a list. So list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So I want to append another value which is 6 to the existing list. What I do is, like, first this append functions, these functions which we are using now, will be used with the dot notation. Okay, we'll be using by concept called dot notation. Okay, so what is that, Akil? So initially we have declared the list, right? So list, and then we'll be using a dot notation, and then we'll be giving the function name or method name which you are calling. Okay, that's how you call a method. Okay, so let's get back here. So list, we have a list. Now what we are doing, like, we are appending the data. We have the function called append. So what we'll be doing, like, I'll be declaring the list, and then I'll be using my dot notation, and then I'll be calling the function append, which is small a. And what I need to append, I need to append the value 6 to the list. So what I do, I'll be giving 6. What this function append does is, it will be adding the data to the list. Now in case if you print the list, you'll be getting, let me come this out. See, initially the list has 5 values, but after we append the data, we got the element 6. Okay, so that's how the append function works. Basically this append function is mainly used when you do this JSA kind of problems. Okay, now let us see another thing, which is this one, completed. Okay, let us see the next one, which is extend. So what this extend will be doing, just will be extending the list. Okay, so you will be adding some values and it will be extending to the list. So for example, let me take another list is equal to 1 2. Okay, now as I previously told you, it's all about dot notation, not dot notation. So I'll be taking a list and then extend. extend of, I'll be extending with the two values. So initially that's a list, so I need to pass a list item so that it will be adding that list to the previous list. Okay, now I'll be adding 3 4 5 and then I'll be printing the list. Okay, now you see we got the list data. So okay, let me have a heading for that. Hashtag extend is used to extend the existing list. Okay, so it will be extending the existing list. In case if you have, for example, there might be a situation where you need to add some data to the list. Okay, you can use append or you can use extend, anything works fine, but based on your operations, the requirement, you can use anything. Okay, so that's the append function. Okay, and done. Let us see the next one, which is intersect. Okay, so I'm going in a different manner, so don't worry, I will be explaining each and everything. Okay, let us see the next one, which is intersect in what insert, sorry, not insert, insert in Python. So it will be inserting the data in a specific position. Okay, if you take a list, okay, let me write insert values in a specific position. Okay, it will be inserting the values in a specific position. So what are the position that we need to insert? For example, if I take a list, so list is equal to 1 comma 3 comma 1 comma 3 comma 4. So this is the list. I want to insert certain values which is 1 comma 2 to the existing list. What you do is like I will be using the dot notation, dot insert of, I will be inserting 1 comma 2. So if I print of list, what I'm simply doing, like in place of first index I'm inserting two value. Okay, now the list will be 1 2 3 4. Okay, if I click on run, so you see 1 2 3 4. Okay, so that's a result. In case if I want to insert the value in the second position, I'll be inserting the value at the second position. Okay, let me give you a glimpse. Okay, mostly it won't be that much sufficient for you. So now you see we have one, initially I have 1 2 3 values, 1 3 and 4. So this first value is in the index position, and the second value, one value is at one position, and the next value is at second position. What I'm later doing is like I am appending I am appending two to the. I'm getting a lot of sweat because I turned off fan to record this video. Don't worry, uh, it's all for us. So two to the first index, first index. So I'm inserting two at the first index. What will be happening? So index one is already in place. So what is happening here? In place of index one, it will be replacing 2 and that remaining values will be moved aside. Okay, so now you see in the first index we have moved the first index. Now the result will be 1 2 3 and 4 as we look, as we see here. So in case if we give 3 and then if I replace with some number, you see 1 2 3 positions were already there because 1 2 3 positions were there. We have given another position which doesn't exist in the list. Okay, so now what is happening, it will be automatically append to the list. So in case if I give 4 there, okay, right, so that's how the insert work in Python. Okay, so just we are adding the data to the existing list. Okay, next one done. What next? Let us see the another one, which is remove. Where is this remove? Okay, so let us see this remove function. Remove. So it will remove the first occurrence. Just remember this, it will be removing the first occurrence of an element in the existing existing list. Okay, so it will be removing the first occurrence of the existing. So most of the people, this is one of the interview question, so and most of the people will be getting confused also. So what is the remove difference between remove and there is another function called where is that? Okay, once the time comes I'll tell you. So there is another function which is something pop, I guess pop is there, no? Pop is there. So basically these people will be getting confused what's the difference between this remove and pop. Okay, so I'll be explaining later, don't worry. So for time being, let us see. So in case if you want to remove an element from the list, Okay, so this remove function will be removing the first occurrence in the list. So let me define a list called 1 2 2 and 3. So okay, let me go with this 4 comma 2. Okay, so we have 1 2 4 2. So now I want to remove the first occurrence of the two. What I do is like I'll be using the remove function, and then I'll be telling that which element I need to remove. I'll be removing two. If I click print of list, if I click enter, now you see initially the list is 1 to 4 2. What I did was I was reduced to 1 4 2 because I have removed the first occurrence of the two, the element which is present in the list. So that's why this remove function will be help to remove the first occurrence of the list. Let me have some water. Okay, done. Remove is done. Let us see the next one, which is ouch. Mm-mm. So let us see the next one, which is pop. Okay, let us see this pop function. What does this pop function do? So pop. So it will remove the last value from the existing list. Okay, so what does this do is like it will be removing the last value. Okay, so we have a stack, so this pop, push and everything will be coming in the stack data structure. Okay, so this pop function will be doing like it will be removing the topmost value from the stack. Okay, for example, if there is a list called list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 3 comma 4, so I want to remove the last value. Okay, so you can use remove also, but remove, what is the problem is like it will be removing the first occurrence, but pop, what it will be doing, it will be removing the last occurrence. Okay, not last occurrence but the last element from the list. Okay, list dot append of, sorry, getting at this list dot pop. So simply can directly give pop, so it will be directly removing it. Okay, so now I need to store that list. Okay, let me give print of list. If I click enter, now you see we got the result 1 2 3 because the pop value, the pop function, what does it did is like it has removed the last value of the 4. In case if I call this again, if I call this again list dot pop, let me copy it and paste. Now you will be getting result as 1 comma 2 because we have removed first initially we have removed 4, and then later we have removed 3. Now we have only values called 1 comma 2. Okay, hope you have understood what does the pop function will be doing like. So this is one of the interview question. Okay, what's the difference between remove and the pop? Remove function will be removing the first occurrence in the list. The pop function will remove the latest value, not latest, but the end value of from the list. So consider it as a, so in case if you consider from the top, it is a top value. In case if it's a list, okay, list it is in ascending order 1 2 3 4, it will be removing the top value from the list. Okay, so in case if you know the stack data structure, you'll be understanding it easy. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay, next let us see another thing, which is clear. All clear, head and shoulders all shampoo. So all clear, not all clear. So clear, it will clear the, or not clear, or remove, clear slash delete slash remove all the elements from the, all the elements from the existing list. Okay, so it will be removing all the values from the existing list. Okay, how does it do? So let me declare another list. So list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Here is the list, but basically after performing lot of operation I felt like okay, this list is not required for me. I want an empty list. So you can declare an empty list, that's a secondary, but I want to clear all the elements from the list. I'll be doing like list dot clear. I'll be calling list dot clear, and if I print the list, print of list, you'll be getting a empty string. Now you see you got, so not empty string, you will be getting an empty array. Okay, let me from this, you'll be getting an empty list. Okay, because you have removed all these values from the list itself. Okay, that's why you got the empty list. Okay, done, clear. Next let us see the count one. So what does this count do is like it will be counting the number of occurrence of an element. Okay, for example count count, what does it will be doing is like it will be it will give the count of occurrences of element in the list. Okay, it will be giving the count of occurrence of the list in simple terms. So for example, list is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 4. So I have given 4 twice, but in case in future I want to know the count of 4 in the list. I don't know, I have done a lot of operations and I don't know how many 4s are there in the list. To perform another operations I need to get the count of 4. What I'll do is the list dot count of, I'll be giving that element to the count. And if I print the, before that we need to append to the another function called count is equal to list of count of. So now in case if you get the count, you'll be getting, so you'll be getting 2 because 4 has repeated twice, right? So 4 has repeated twice in the list, that's why you got the result as 4. In case if I want to get 333, I want how many 3s I have 4 3s. Okay, I am passing the count of 3 to the function here. So what will be the result? Result should be 4 because 3 has appeared 4 times in the list. Okay, so that's the difference between, that's the count function. Okay, so let us see the another function which is sort. Okay, which is sort, hashtag sort. Sort will nothing is simply, sort will be sorting all the elements in the ascending order. Okay, sort all the, sort or arrange all the elements is in the ascending order. Okay, for example, if I have a list called, this is equal to 5 comma 4 5 comma 4 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1, and if I want to sort this list, what I do is like I simply use the dot notation, list dot sort, sort, and I'll be printing print of list. What do I get? I'll be getting all the sorted elements 1 2 3 4 5, which is in the sorted order. But what did I give? I have given in the descending order. So this sort function will be sorting all the elements in the ascending order based on their values. Okay, so next function which is reverse. Where is the reverse? Not Ganga, Tripura river, not Tripura, Tungabhadra, something. So let us see the reverse function now. What does this reverse function will be doing? It will be reversing all the elements in the list. Okay, reverse will reverse all the elements in the list. Okay, so we have a list which is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and if I want to reverse this list, you will be getting 3 to 1 as reverse order. So I'll be using dot notation, I'll be using reverse function, and in case if I print this list, I'll be getting it in a reverse order. So you see 3 to 1 is the reverse order. So basically this reverse function basically will be using in one of the data structure programs. In case if you want to traverse from the back, you'll be using this reverse function. Mostly you'll be using reverse, you'll be using reverse, sort, and then I'll explain. Okay, so what are the main functions that you'll be using later? Okay, for timing, just understand how we are writing all the logic and stuff. Okay, and there is another function which is copy. So where is this is a copy. So let us this the copy also, hashtag copy simple, just copy from your friend's notes, right? So that's how the copy works. So it will copy all the elements from the existing list. Okay, it will be copying all the elements from the existing list, simple, as we declare list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, and if I want to copy this element, I'll be giving copy list is equal to list 1 dot copy. What does this simply doing? Like it will be copying the copy list, copy copying the list, list, not list, sorry. So if I click on run, and in this, if you want to see the output, so you'll see 1 2 3 is output because this copy element has been copied here. So let us me give this x so that you will be differentiating it. So now we have print the copy list, which is 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma x, that is the expected output because the list values already present in that list, particular list underscore, that values have been set to a copied list that we have set here. And how many values are there? Okay, next one, which is an index. Okay, so if you want to find any values index, we'll be using that index function. Okay, let me give this also, give it a try. Index to find the index value of an element. Okay, so to find the index value of an element, we'll be using this index function. So for example, list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and if I want to print the index of 2, okay, so what I do is like I'll be doing print of, not print, let me give it like in this manner, list dot index of 2. I'll be taking that index value to another value called index is equal to, and then I'll be printing that value below, print of index. If I click on run, okay, so the value of index is in the position of 1, which is unexpected, because now you see we have a list called 1 2 3 4, and let it given x here. So 1 is stored in the index 0, 2 is in the index 1, 3 is in the index 2, 4 is in the index 3, and x value is in the index 4. Okay, so if I want to get the index of 2, which will be returning 1, that's we know. If I want to return the position of x, let me give and try. When I click on enter, so it will be saying that x is in the position of 4. Very nice, right? So these are all the functions or methods, the whatever terms you call in. So these are all the functions that we use to perform or manipulate the list. Okay, so I have explained everything in detail. In case still if you have any doubt, just reach me out. Okay, I'll be re-explaining it in the later videos. Okay, so you have understand what is append, what is clear, what is copy, what is count, what is extend, what is index, what is insert, what is pop, what is remove, what is reverse, and what is sort. So these are all the different methods that we use on the list. Okay, now let us do some real world problems. So I told it's basically all about the problem solving. So let us write some problems. So I'll be giving you all this in my Python playlist course, okay, in GitHub. So don't worry, for time being just make a note, sure, the each and everything. Okay. All done. So let us see some of the problems. Let me open one of the another compiler, Python 3. So this will be simple problems. Okay, in case if you solve these problems, you can skip this video from there. But let us see how many problems you know, how many problems you are new to. Okay, so let us see top 10 programs that you use basically when you solve these DSA problems. Okay, so these are few. Basically I'll be starting with the basic problems, and then I'll be increasing the phase. Okay, so for the first problem set 1. So what's the problem set 1? Let us find the sum of all elements in the list. Okay, sum of all elements, sorry, in the list. If you can remember, I have told there is a few inbuilt functions for the Python which we can use to get the result immediately. Okay, if I go to the thing built functions in Python, always use documentation, no other website. Okay, I won't use much, I'll be using all the documentation. I don't understand basically, but I'll go and I'll be reading something stuff, and then later I go and visit another website to understand much. Okay, so here you see we have some function. So basically we got the question which is the sum of all elements in the list. Basically you'll be having a list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. You'll be having a list. Okay, so now you need to find the sum of all elements in the list. What you'll be doing, like you will directly print off sum of list. If I click on run, which is run, you'll be getting the result as 10, because 1 2 3 4 is the result. In case if you add 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10, result, right? So you can use directly, you can use these inbuilt functions. In case if I give 5, which will be becoming 15. Okay, that is one of the simple program. You can use for loop also to get the to sum up all the values. Okay, but we are increasing day by day. We are going in a potential, not exponential manner. So we are increasing our graphs. So you will be optimizing the logic. Okay, don't worry. In place of for loops, we can use different functions. Done. The first problem is done. To get the sum of to find the sum of all the values in a list, we can use the sum function. Okay, so let us see the another problem set, which is, let me open my book, which is find the maximum value. Okay, find the maximum value from a list. Okay, they are saying like you need to find the maximum value from the list. Okay, you can use for loop also to solve this problem, but I am solving using the inbuilt functions. So here you go to we have a function called max, we have a function called min. Max is to find the maximum value, min is to find the minimum value. Okay, so to understand each and every detail about this inbuilt function, I have made the video inbuilt functions, two videos. I made part 1 and part 2. You can watch those videos to understand what is the in-depth understanding of these different inbuilt functions. Okay, so for timing, let me define another list, and I will be printing print the print of max of list. So what do you think is the expected answer? Expected answer should be 5, because 5 is the maximum value from the list. So we got 5. Done, right? So let me go away with the minimum problem set also. Let me give this. Okay, which is 3. Find the minimum. Don't think these are the basic problems. Okay, so these are the problems you'll be finding when you solve this DSA problems also. You'll be using all these functions. You'll be using this sum, max, range. So okay, these are all the inbuilt functions, right? You'll be using most of this function to optimize your code. So okay, there is a concept called time complexity and space complexity. I'll be explaining you there if I get a chance in the course video. Okay, so I will explaining what is the runtime errors, different kinds of error, how, why do we get that error. Okay, so what's the importance of time optimization, code optimization, and time in programming. Okay, once we reach there, I'll be explaining. Okay, don't worry. So if I want to find the minimum, I'll be giving that min function, and if I click on run, you can see which is a 1. So the max value is 5 and the min value is 1 from the list. Done. Okay, let us see another problem set. Problem set. I might be speedy, but it's because I need to make wrap up with this video in 1 hour. Okay, don't worry. In case if that takes time, I'll be recording another video. Don't worry. So problem set, which is 4. For this problem set, let us remove the duplicate values from the list. So remove duplicate duplicate values from the list. Okay, so to remove this duplicate value from the list, first you have to know the another concept called set. Okay, so once the set concept once we arrive to the set concept, I'll be explaining you later. So what does this set will be doing is like it will be enclosed in a not square, flower brackets, as we know from your childhood max classes. So these sets have different properties. It won't allow duplicates in the set, right? So we can't use duplicate values in the set. We can make a note, but when you perform an operation, it should not be the duplicate values. So we can use the set function on the list. Yes, we do. So now what I do is like I'll be declaring a list. List is equal to 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 4. So I have two fours, but I only need the array 1 2 3 4. What I do is like I'll be using set to remove the extra 4 from it. So print off list, but this list has to be a set. Okay, I'll be giving a set, and then in set I'll be passing a list, so that it will be in a, okay, okay, this should be a list. Sorry, should be list. Okay, now you see, initially we have the elements 1 2 3 4 4, but what does we did is like, let me reframe the sentence. What did we do is like we have first initially converted into the set. Okay, so let me click print off. Okay, let me set off list, so that you'll be understanding what the set function is doing. If I click on run, see the set function is already removed all the duplicates from the list, and it has enclosed within a flower brackets. But we don't want this flower brackets, but we just want this square brackets. That's why what I did was later I have converted that set to a list. That's why we got this all elements in the list format. Okay, that's how we remove the duplicates value from the list. Okay, nice, super, right? Interesting. Sometimes boring because these are the basic problems, but in case if you are a fresher to this course, you'll be finding, oh damn, very good, super. So that's how you feel. Okay, don't worry. Let's go slowly. I'll be increasing the what we call speed, the complexity of the code also. For timing, just adjust with this concept. In case if you know this problem, just skip the video. Okay. So let us see the another problem set, which is reverse the numbers. Okay, reverse the numbers list. What we'll be doing, like, so we have already seen in this previous video, we have reversed the values, right? You can do in that manner also. There is another method where you can reverse the list. Okay, so let me take a list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. This method, when I was in my intermediate first year, my friend has done this method and I was like, wow. So you have used slicing method. Okay, I'll be explaining that slicing method further. So we have declared this print of list of. Now for slicing they had different properties. Okay, the index values you need to take the direction which you are passing through. Okay, once the time comes, in the next video only I will be explaining the what is the slicing and stuff. Okay, for timing, let you understand, if you give this two strings, if I click on run, you'll be getting till 1 to 5. Okay, now this 1 to 5 has to be iterated in a reverse order. Okay, so now the order has been changed. So for that order, what I do is, like, after this two, I don't know what we call a semicolon, something, colon or semicolon. So I'll be giving in which order I need to iterate. I'll need to iterate in the negative order, which is from right to left. I need to iterate. So if I click on run, you'll be getting, see how the values has been changed, 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, simply, right? Simple, very simple. So this is a thing I have seen in my intermediate, my friend have done, and I thought, damn, this is how we can reverse the list. Okay, in case if you remove this, it will be giving the normal answer. In case if you keep -1 later, like we are iterating from right to left, so that's how you'll be getting the result 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, done. In case if you didn't understand, just let me know again. Okay, done. Let us see another problem set 6, which is count occurrences, which will be using this count function. Okay, I'm just iterating, I think I'm just iterating over the concept. Okay, let us see this. Find common values. Problem set 6. Find common values from two list. Okay, so we have two lists, we need to find the common values from that list. Okay, or we can find again, simply you can use for loops to compare all the values and you can append to the another list. Okay, but we are optimizing the code, right? So I'll be using sets here again. I'll be declaring two lists. So list 1 is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, and then list 2 is equal to 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. So what do you think the common values in the list are? 3 comma 4. I want to get the 3 comma 4 values. So what I do, I simply, um, first of all, I need to remove the duplicates. So I'll be setting a value called def, not sef, dup remove 1 is equal to set of list 1. I'm removing all the duplicates here, and then let me declare another variable, duplicate remove of from set 2. Okay, we have removed all the duplicates from the set 1 and set 2. In case if I print off dup result 1 and then print off dup remove 2, if I click on run, you'll be seeing like 1 2 3 4 and 3 to 4. Okay, I didn't declare any common values, right? Okay, let me give 4 here. 4 4. Okay, so now you see this remove duplicate 1 has removed the another occurrence of 4. Okay, which is a property of set. Okay, and the next one, which is jump duplicate of 2, which has 3 4 5 6, which are unique values, so it doesn't do anything and it has printed the result. but we need to find the common values. So how we need to, how you should find the common values are, in sets there are different functions, and operator, or operator. If you use or operator, it will be adding all the values. If you use and operator, it will be getting the uh, common values from the list. Okay, so if I do print of duplicate remove 1 and duplicate remove 2, if I click on enter, you see we got the result as 3 4 because we have the common values 3 4 in both the list. That's the thing, guys. That's the output. But there is a catch. We got the result in the set format, but we need to get the result in the list format. What I need to do, I need to wrap up in the list of list duplicates. Okay, I have to open the debug terminal. Stop. Okay, let me close this brace. If I click on run, you see the last value, which is the common value, is 3 and 4. Simple, right? Very simple. That's the thing, guys. That's how you do. Okay. In case if you want to merge the values, merge the list. Let me copy this. You can simply use the press operator. That's all. Simple. Merge both list. Merge both list. Okay. So now we can directly print off list 1 plus list 2. If I click on enter, you see 1 2 3 4 4 3 4 5 6, because what is happening for this list, we're adding 3 4 5 6 also. Okay, that both lists combine to a single list called, I didn't happen to any value, but it will be happening all the values to a single list. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 4 3 4 5 6, that's a value. And in case if you want to sort that value and then append to the another list, we can see another problem set 8, merge and sort the both list. So this, in case if this is the question, what we need to do, we need to first sort the values and then we need to merge the values. So for sorting, I have told you can use this sort function, but we'll be using another function which is sorted. Okay, they're not this there is another function which is sorted in Python language. We have this two list. Okay, so in when I return the value, what I'll do is like I'll be adding sorted keyword. And what does it do is like it will be sorting all the elements from the list. Now you see we got 1 2 2 3 4 4 4 5 6. So these are the sorted arrays. Okay, so initially we got the array which is sum of two lists are 1 2 3 4 4 3 4 5 6. But after we sorted the list, we got 1 2 3 3 4 4 4 5 6. That's how the sorted works. Okay, done, right? Very simple. So just understand all these problems. These problems will be asking somewhere else when you solve this JSA kind of problems. So don't think these are basic, okay, but they will be useful. So let's just say the time it is 40 to 50. So we are 43 minutes apart. So let us see another problem set, which is the ninth problem set. Okay, let us check whether the list is sorted or not. Okay, problem set 9. Check check the list is sorted or not. Okay, simply, as I told, there is a function called sorted. We can use that function to compare that list is sorted or not. So let me declare a list is equal to 1 comma 1 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, let me give this 3 and 1. So do you think this list is sorted? No, right? So if I print of list double equal to sorted of list, what do you think the answer would be? We are just comparing whether the list is equal to the list or not. Simply see here false, because this sorted list will be giving the result as 1 3 4 5, but this list is in the value of 3 1 4 5, so which is false, right? So that's why we got the result as false. So this is how you'll be checking whether the list is sorted or not. Okay, done, right? Very easy, simple. Okay, so let us see one of the important problem. So basically this question will be asked in multiple rounds, and this is one of the important thing also. If you didn't concentrate from the previous lecture, previous 43 minutes, just concentrate on this problem. Okay, I'll be explaining in 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes, right? So let us give this name pair sum. Okay, So we have a list and we have a target value. So what we need to do is like we need to return the number of elements that give you a summation of the targeted value. Hope you got it. Okay. So let me declare a list 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. So here we have a list. In case if I give the answer should be 5, if the target, let me define the target. Target is equal to mm, mm, okay. Let me give a target as 3. What do you think the answer would be? The answer would be 1 comma 2. Okay. So these are the pair that we need to return. Okay. For that code, we let us see the decent. Let us write the code. Okay, guys. So let's continue from next video. So we have seen problems till 9. From next video, let us deep dive into the another problem sets, and also I'll be explaining what is slicing also. So what are the topics which I mentioned in this video? Like let's deal it in another video. I'll be explaining all this in the next video. Okay, so till then just revise all these concepts. So just revise all the functions that I've explained in this video, and also revise all the problems which are very basic problems and can be solved using this inbuilt functions itself. Okay, these are the few problems. So later when later in the later videos I'll be explaining a lot of problems on this list concepts itself. Okay, for time being, okay, don't see the last one. For time being, I'll be dropping it out from here. Okay, so we have few more minutes left, but don't forget to subscribe our channel btech for latest job posting and especially this Python playlist. Putting a lot of efforts to make this playlist just for you to understand how the real world works. Okay, I'll be getting a lot of problems. Okay, don't worry. And have a nice day. Bye bye.